guys, welcome to a update video for the Routemaster. So, haven't done anything in a while, since last week. Been trying to get to this video. I want to use this video to show where everything is at. Wiring is all done. So I've got the wiring done. I've wired in the power supply. It's actually kind of a little bit different the way I've got it running, and you can see that the lights are actually working. There is one light that I can't get to work, and it's the one that's up here in the cab. Not going to worry about it. Maybe when I install the Bluetooth mod from Horlicks and Part Work Upgrades, I'll be able to fix that. So I'm going to pause here, switch cameras, move some things around. I don't have the lights on right now because it'll glare off of this surface, but we'll be switching cameras and I will show you what I've done. Okay, so here on the front of the bus, everything is put together, the signs in, all the lights work, everything, it works really well. Let me turn on the light and see if you can actually see that in the camera. Oops, wrong one. So hopefully you saw this light come on. These are still sticking out, not put on. You can see the headlights are done. They are very bright, at least in the camera. And let me try turning this one off and on. You can see a little bit of light in the destination board there. So let me switch to the back camera. That should be that one. And you can see this light's always on here in the back. Sorry, let me move the camera down just a hair. This light's always on. This is the destination board. It turns on and off with the one in the front, and actually that turns off the license plate light. Let me see if I can get the brake lights to work because they're a little bit finicky. So the brake lights, probably won't ever use that without the mod because that's down inside. Let me turn on the internal lights. Where these switches are, it's kind of a pain to get to. So there's all the internal lights. Let me do a little bit of shaky cam here. You can see the lights are on inside as well. And this is pretty much where I did most of the work. Let me turn off these lights because at least in the front they're glaring. So this is where most of the work that was done on the last issue, I think it was issue 101 was done. It was to add a jumper right here, run all these wires in here, actually tuck them in. This frame part went on, the window went in, all the wires tucked in, and there are behind most of them, I've got electrical tape so that they will not short out. And then the battery box used to be in here. Let me see if I can rotate that over to where you can see. This thing weighs a ton. And you can see a little bit of glow down here. That is the power light for the board that I put under there. You can see that I just unplugged it. Let me plug it back in. That light will stay on forever. But the battery box is supposed to go in here and compress all of these wires. Real pain to get the board in there, and then the Bluetooth board, when I get it, it's not going to fit in there very well. You can see here where the lights or the wires have been run down along the side here and in here. A lot of wiring in here. I may eventually take the board off in here, redo it. When I do the Bluetooth mod, I may not be able to avoid it. I may have to take this board completely out, do everything here, and then tuck both of them back in there. So let me go ahead and pause again. So now you can see the bus is laying on its side, and plug this back in. You'll see a little light here. I have to cover that light. It's too bright. But let me see if I... So you can see it is very well lit up. I have none of the shop lights on right now. We're just ambient light here. So it is really well lit up. I like the way it looks. And then the power supply board, you can see right here. Let me switch cameras. You can see right here, I've actually got a piece of electrical tape over top of this. And then right now it is showing the input voltage. That's coming from a wall wart for 12.2 volts. There, 4.5 volts is what it's putting out, which is basically 3 AA batteries. The power switch used to be right here. Removed it, removed the battery box. You can see here where the wires for the power supply are now coming out of the battery box, or going in where the battery box screws were. And you can see, this lights up every time you turn it on. If I push and hold this momentary switch, that's supposed to turn off. That's different. Let me unplug it. It's supposed to, when you hold this switch or button, it's supposed to turn off. But it's doing something weird. Maybe it's when it's on the input voltage. There. Nope, it's not doing it. It's supposed to be able to, you're supposed to be able to turn off the light, but it stays on for good, right? Nothing I can do. I'm not going to flip the bus up on its side every time I turn it on or plug it in so I can turn off that light. What I did instead was I just took a piece of electrical tape and put it right over top. I'm going to do the same thing on that little light there so that it's no longer shining. And you can see it should be back to the default of, supposed to default to the input voltage. But that lets me use a wall wart at 12 volts to power the entire bus. I like that I came up with that idea yesterday, and then, like I said, lots of, and you can see bright over here. Let me pull this shade here. Maybe you can see a little bit better. But all these wires here, rat's nest going up the side, and right in there is a true rat's nest. So, just like I said, just a quick update. I'm going to do updates from now on. Not sure I'm going to do a live stream or not. Might or might not come up with something that would be entertaining on a live stream. I don't think watching me do 504 screws, I think it is, putting the side panels on would be really entertaining. So, hope you've been enjoying the build. Hope you enjoy enjoy what I've shown so far. If you're watching regularly, you'll have seen that I've finished all the Iron Man parts I have. Tomorrow I will be doing the restarting on the Samba bus, and eventually when I run out of parts for the Samba bus, I will go to start on the Moomin house. So subscribe, come on over to Hobby Time Modelers and see what we're doing over on Facebook and on YouTube. And speaking of which, it is Sunday the 30th of April. We will be having a live stream this afternoon starting at 3 o'clock. We've changed those from being on Sundays at noon to Sundays at 3 o'clock Central U.S. time, simply because we're rolling into summer. It's a little bit harder to get in and do things early in the day. So, hope you have a great day, have a great afternoon, great evening. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will talk to you next time. Would help if I